There is a specific kind of silence that falls over a room when true greatness is mentioned. It is that moment when the debates stop, the tribalism of club colours fades away, and everyone from tactical masterminds to grumpy legends nods in agreement. In agreement. Right now, in the world of English football, that silence is reserved for one name: Cole Palmer. It does not matter if you are a Manchester City legend, a Spanish European champion, or a tactical genius. When the topic turns to this 23-year-old Chelsea magician, the praise is not just complimentary. It is reverent. We are witnessing the real-time ascent of a player who has forced the entire footballing world to rewrite their scripts, and the things being said about him by the biggest names in the sport will absolutely blow your mind. The story of Cole Palmer's explosion onto the world stage begins, ironically, with the man who let him go. Pep Guardiola, arguably the greatest manager of his generation, is rarely wrong. Yet, when asked about selling Palmer to Chelsea for £42 million in the summer of 2023, there is a palpable sense of regret mixed with immense pride. Even after Palmer left the Etihad, Guardiola cannot help but shower him with praise every single time a microphone is put in front of him. He has openly admitted that he did not give Palmer the minutes he deserved at Manchester City. It is a rare admission of fault from a manager who usually has every angle covered. Guardiola described him as an exceptional player and an incredible threat, acknowledging that the quality Palmer is showing now at Chelsea is exactly what he knew was there all along. He confessed that Palmer asked to leave for 2 seasons, and despite trying to convince him to stay, the boy wanted to play. Now, watching from afar, even the City boss has to admit that Palmer is the complete package, providing not just goals and assists, but a constant, menacing threat that changes the geometry of every game he plays. But to truly understand why Palmer is special, you have to go back before the transfer to the training grounds of Manchester City. Joleon Lescott, the former City defender, revealed a fascinating anecdote that explains exactly why Pep knew this kid was different. In the hierarchy of a super club like City, young academy players are expected to defer to the superstars. If Kevin De Bruyne calls for the ball, you give it to him. It is an unwritten rule. Yet, Lesko observed that Palmer was the only young player who wouldn't automatically pass to De Bruyne in training. If Cole saw a better option for the team, he would take it, ignoring the Belgian superstar's demand. Most young lads would panic, crumble under the pressure, and play the safe pass to the legend, not Cole Palmer. That specific quality, that refusal to be overawed by reputation, is pure footballing intelligence and confidence. It was the first sign that his mentality was just as elite as his left foot. When Mauricio Pochettino brought him to Stamford Bridge, he saw that same spark immediately. The Argentine manager, who has worked with some of the greatest talents in history, including Lionel Messi and Neymar, could not stop praising his new signing from day one. After just a handful of matches, Pochettino made a statement that turned heads. He said Palmer played like he had been at Chelsea for 10 years, not 10 days. He wasn't just talking about skill, he was talking about character. He compared Palmer to Angel Di Maria, the World Cup winner he coached at PSG. That is a massive comparison. Pochettino highlighted Palmer's ability to play anywhere across the front line, to score, to assist, and to control the tempo of a match. Remember, this praise started early, long before Palmer hit the 20-goal mark in the Premier League. Pochettino saw a playmaker who didn't just participate in games, but defined them. The current regime at Chelsea knows exactly what they have as well. Enzo Maresca, who worked with Palmer during his development years at Manchester City's academy, has been equally vocal. He has repeatedly called Palmer Chelsea's best player, a title that is hard to argue with given the statistics. But Maresca goes deeper. He challenges Palmer constantly. He doesn't want him to just be good. He wants him to be dominant. Maresca has spoken about the need for Palmer to take initiative, to demand the ball in dangerous positions, and to not wait for the game to come to him. He wants Palmer to grab matches by the throat from the first whistle, from far. The fact that Palmer has responded to this challenge by continuing to produce magic, even when facing double teams and man marking, proves that Maresca's faith is well placed. It is not just his own managers who are in awe. Gareth Southgate, during his tenure as England boss, acknowledged the unique profile Palmer brings to the national team. Even when Palmer wasn't starting every game at Euro 2024, Southgate noted his ability to find space where none existed and to accelerate the game when England looked stagnant. He praised Palmer's outstanding technical finishing and his composure in high-pressure moments. Southgate admitted that Palmer looked very sharp in training, forcing his way into the conversation through sheer, undeniable quality. It is the hallmark of a top player when they force a conservative manager to change his plans, and that is exactly what Palmer did during the summer tournament. Then there are the pundits, specifically the ones who are notoriously hard to impress. Roy Keane, the Manchester United legend who usually hands out criticism like parking tickets, absolutely loves Cole Palmer. When Roy Keane speaks positively about a player, you know something special is happening. During the Euros, watching Palmer come off the bench against Slovenia, Keane couldn't contain his excitement. He said Palmer has that X factor, that unpredictable quality that makes you think something is going to happen every time he touches the ball. Keane, a man who built his career on courage and aggression, highlighted Palmer's courage above all else. He wasn't talking about tackling. He was talking about the courage to demand the ball in tight areas, to take risks when the team is struggling, and to want the responsibility of being the main man. For a young player to earn that level of respect from Roy Keane is practically a trophy in itself. Alan Shearer, the Premier League's all-time leading scorer, echoes this sentiment, but focuses on the ease with which Palmer plays. Shearer noted that Palmer looks like he is playing in the park with his mates. Everything appears effortless. While other players are sweating and straining to make an impact, Palmer glides. Shearer called him a super talent and praised his sublime passing ability, noting how he puts chances on a plate for his teammates. It is this languid, relaxed style that earned him the nickname Cold Palmer. But as Shearer points out, that relaxation masks a lethal, calculating football brain. Perhaps the most telling praise comes from the players who have to try and stop him. Rodri, the Manchester City midfielder and Ballon d'Or winner, is arguably the most intelligent footballer on the planet right now. After Spain beat England in the Euro 2024 final, a game where Palmer came off the bench to score a stunning equaliser, Rodri had beautiful things to say. He called Palmer a huge talent who will be a top player for years to come. Rodri admitted that you worry about where to go when defending him because he moves so much and is so unpredictable. He moves left, he moves right, he moves right, he floats between the lines. Rodri said that when Palmer came on, everyone knew he was going to affect the game. Think about that. A player who just won the European Championship is admitting that the introduction of Cole Palmer caused genuine concern in best midfield in the world.